Hello everyone. I'm sick as a dog and barely hanging in there, but wanted to make this. To thoughtful atheists, my question still stands. Why is the word slut a dirty word? And I know you said you haven't thought about it much, or why is it an insult? The reason I ask this question is because it's basically tied up in the whole question of sexuality and why certain actions are considered moral and why certain are not, especially when it comes to women. And that's, in some ways, an academic debate, in some ways, a debate with real roots. To me, it's a very, very important question. And I would like you to think about that. I would appreciate it a great deal. But it is not something that I'm coming at you with teeth and claws and pitchforks and torches and crap like that. I do think it's a productive line of inquiry, and I would like to discuss this, whether in PM or whatever. As for everyone else, not everyone else, it's for a large number of people. When someone says something that pisses you off, yeah, it's important to let them know that they pissed you off. But in general, that has to be secondary to the whole idea of communicating what is going on in the other person. Communicating the fact that something is going on in the other person that is creating friction between you and them. That something within you is reacting badly to something within them. And in order to make any kind of progress, you have to, especially when emotions are concerned, you have to go from who they are to whatever pissed you off, not the external reality. If you're dealing with nothing but facts on both sides, great, you can have a factual argument. But if there's emotions involved, you have to connect it to the person. And you cannot do so in a way that makes them defensive. Or what they will literally do is wind up defending their reality, defending their worldview, defending their position, defending their view of themselves as a person. And that will only make whatever behavior it is even more entrenched and justified in the eyes of the person who is experiencing this attribution. Approbation, sorry. I'm very sick. I hope this makes sense. So, consider this sort of a plea to, if you want to talk about the statistics involving rape and things like that, that's great. It's great. I think it's an important subject, but do realize that the statistics alone are not going to change any minds. If you're going to reach out to a human being and attempt to communicate something that you feel is important, you're going to have to reach out to them as a human being, as who they are, with little or no guarantee of success. But unless you do that, all you're going to be doing is browbeating them, and in the end, the lesson you will be teaching is that the loudest voice wins. So, just food for thought, and in no way am I trying to undercut the importance of this position. I am merely underscoring that when you're dealing with human beings, the thoughts and worldviews of the human beings in question are what you're dealing with. Therefore, they are part of the factual discussion and should be respected as such. And once again, thoughtful atheist, I'm making a lot of assumptions here, and I understand this, and I could be wrong about a great many things, but you know, the only thing I can say is let's have this discussion and see where things fall. And that's it. Thank you for your time and attention.